You know, a lot can be said for how expensive video games, at least in North America, have become. But boy, if it isn't something when you're trying to collect Japanese PC games. Because while a game like The Sims 2, the Hot Night set, might be worth $3, here we come to Europa Universalis 3, one of my favorite games from the 2000s. Here's the complete Europa Universalis collection in its Japanese edition for $150. And this is something you could probably buy on Steam for, what, $10 now? I actually don't know. I'd be very interested to see the Japanese price on Steam for a collection like this. But you can have this for your own collection for $150. The thing is when things get priced like this and they're put just out underneath these blaring UV lights, you get the bleach. Like, look at this. I mean, this has been so sun bleached. I'm hoping you're able to see this, but see, look at this side. It's printed very nicely. You could play it on Windows 7. It tells us it's in CD-ROM format. But then you turn over to the other side that's probably been exposed to the UV lights here for years, because no one's going to pay $150 for this ever. Although that's what the original price was. It was originally 14,490 yen. It just stays in one place. The lights beat down on it, and it just does not look as good as it used to be. And if you're an insane person like me who's collecting these kinds of things, you're not going to pay more than even what they were looking for at retail for this kind of thing if it's been like it's degraded. It's a bust copy, honestly. But that's not why we're here. We're here in Irami, in Nagasaki Prefecture. We're here to get into the trenches, and we're here to look at some video games. We're going to skip the showcase just because there wasn't much going on. There was a copy of Contra 3. But instead we're just going to look at some Super Famicom games, because this place does not have a whole lot going on for it. I've got to be honest, they got a bunch of GameCubes. That's kind of all they got. They do have Groove Troop though. Groove Troop for $8. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Now what I like about going through all the Super Famicom games is that there are just so many games that I've never seen before. And so I think it can kind of just be cool to go through them one at a time, because you don't see doubles here too often. And a lot of these games I couldn't even tell you. I mean, okay, we got a Dragon Ball Z game. It's Super Budoden 3, going for $3. Pretty cheap. There must be a ton of those. Oh wow, and here's a really beat up version of Chrono Trigger. That's going for about $4, I want to say. Go Far East of Eden 0, going for $10. We got Mickey and Minnie's Magical Adventure 2, The Circus Mystery, going for $5. We got Final Fantasy 6, going for $3. Wow. Imagine if you could get Final Fantasy 6 in America for $3. That's the real RPG difference, and I think. Okay. Alright, we're gonna put Diddy's Conquest aside for a little bit, because I wonder, because in Japan you can find so many Final Fantasy games for super cheap, and I have to wonder if it's because RPGs, well, Americans want RPGs, they're not necessarily gonna buy them simply because you can't read it, because RPGs demand the most language skill. I wonder if that's why the price on these things has been kept down. Although Mother 2 has definitely gone up in price over the last few years. Oh, here's Aladdin for $5. That's cool. Isn't there a big fight between whether the Sega Genesis version or the Super Famicom version is better? I don't know. They're two very different games. That's what I've heard. I've never actually played them. Let's see. Oh, Seiken Densetsu 2. Wow. Secret of Mana, going for $3. Wow. Donkey Kong, so you can almost get a complete set of the Super Nintendo Donkey Kongs. That's $3. Might even be able to do it for less than 10. Derby Stallion, it's a lot of horse racing games for console, which is weird because you think Japan being a place that does not have a lot of space for horse racing. It's apparently a thing here. Oh, Final Fight. Oh man, $10 for Final Fight. Nice. Here we go, 04 Champ. $2. Pilot Wings, original Pilot Wings going for $5. Copy of Aladdin, we'll skip that. So lots of Disney games that I'm not very familiar with. It's going for $200. Man, these got some real good loot prices on this stuff. Space Invaders, $3. Oh, a Mahjong game, Super Mahjong. Super Mahjong Daikai, over $5 from Koei. Let's see, we'll wrap up this. Let's see, look at this. I guess, yeah, maybe, hold on, we'll take a little break. And we'll just go and look over all of these. A rack full of really good, interesting titles here. I think, what did they call this in America? Kirby 4, I think. It's Super Deluxe Kirby. It's going for $12. It's a pretty good price. It's not bad. Dragon's Worth. Never seen that before. I think it's actually, maybe I have. It's just there's so many. What's a shooting collection? Caravan shooting collection. That's interesting. $12 for that. I'm not seeing that. It's probably a collection of ports, I'm guessing. There's Turtles Mutant Warrior. I thought this was a fighting game. It's not, it's not quite Turtles in Time. That's one for $10. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Yep, look at the back. We've got someone's name on the back, and that's why it's only going for $10. I wonder how you could even get rid of that. There's got to be a way. It has to be possible. So we got Card Master. Also got Final Fantasy 4, a fair copy. Poppin' Twinbee for $8. That's tempting. You don't see it for $8 too much. It's really cool. Was that like when they tried to turn Twinbee into a shooter? Hello, Pac-Man. Sushi Pie? I don't know. I think it's a Mahjong game, maybe? I have no idea. Then we've got Magic S-Word for $10. Oh, interesting. I didn't even see they had Super Castlevania going for $16. Now in the box, this is something that could easily go for $50 plus. But not everyone needs the box. Okay, so there's our top shelf, literally, Famicom games. Let's take a look. Our Super Famicom games. Now we're going over to the Famicom. Super Mario USA, going for $10. You can got Mario 3 coming in at $8. It's a good price. That seems to be average. Average for Mario's is about $8. If you can find it for less, then you're lucky. Final Fantasy 2, a bit maligned. Wow, this is in excellent condition. Because usually when you find Final Fantasies, they're in, like, the cartridge has been kind of turned brown for whatever reason. It might be something up with the plastic. Could be due to the humidity. This copy's $3. And then if you want a really nice copy, here's one for $5. That is actually tempting because I think the version I have is not in good shape. Once again, Custom Robo is a fantastic game that you should pick up for the N64 if you consider yourself an import collector. Well, there's Paper Mario coming in at $3 whole. That's a great price, and yeah, I guess thing with the RPGs, again, you gotta know Japanese in order to make the most of it, but you don't need to know a lot of Japanese to enjoy Ocarina of Time. And we've got a copy at $5, although if you could hold out, you could probably find a boxed copy for about anywhere from $8 to $10. Although here, you can see they have like 4 copies of Ocarina of Time. And, oh wow, even more. I wanted to show Episode on Racer. There we've got, I think, so wait, that's 6 copies of Ocarina of Time. Anywhere going from $3 for that one in the center to $5 for the one on the left. Anything else? Oh, here's Mario Twins Golf. That's pretty cheap, coming in at $3. And then what is always shocking to me is that I guess people in Japan really don't want to play Mario Party, because here's Mario Party 3. This would be a $50 game if it was the American version, but here in Japan it is $5 whole freaking dollars. And then we have, of course, Mega Man Legends coming in at $8. And that seems to be it for the cool N64 games, although they do have F-Zero clocking in at $5. Also, yeah, and then there's some cool figures. I like looking at the figures they have in Hard Off, especially if they have Star Wars toys, although they usually have these weird Star Wars toys that I'm not used to. I like the Kenner stuff from back in the 90s, and sometimes you'll find those. There are a lot of Japanese collectors who, well, I guess kind of like me when I was a kid, where you would buy this stuff and you would just put it away because you just want to display it in a nice packaging. You wouldn't want to open it. And so now you can find them very cheap. Like, you can find Star Wars toys like this. I mean, I don't necessarily want this one. I want, what am I looking for? The Power of the Force. Those are the toys I want, and I want them in the blister pack like this. And you can find them for like $3, sometimes even $1. I think the last place I found I could find Star Wars toys for like $1, and that was absolutely great. The only problem is that I gotta find a way to ship these things back. So if you like trash, this is the place to come. You guys know what I mean. I feel like no matter who you are or where you're from, I think we can all agree that anime is indeed trash. But now let's move on. I hope I haven't caused a lot of people to hit that dislike button, because I have a very complicated relationship with anime. But what I don't have a complicated relationship with is the PC Engine. And here we've got Ultra Beast. Was that the English for this? This is going for $16. Oh, look at that. And they even have Bonk's Adventure for $20. Let's see. And something that I've noticed at the Nagasaki Hard Offs is that they've started carrying these adapters. Now, you think they should have junk sections full of power adapters, but I'm guessing people are kind of wary of picking up, 20-year-old power adapters, so why not buy a new third-party one for like $9? It's just a me thing. I'd rather have the original stuff. Okay, Mickey Mania. There's so many, just cool-looking Disney Super Famicom games that I wish I could get into. I just wish I had that time. Then Gun Force, an IRAM game. I wonder if this is a shooter. That's interesting. That's tempting. I'll look this up. There's so many just Super Famicom games that are things that I've never heard of. But what I have heard of course, is Chrono Trigger. Look at that beautiful back art. Oh, fantastic. It's coming in at $8. This is a good price for Chrono Trigger. It's in great shape. $8 for the complete copy. And then we've got Seiken Densetsu 3. Now this is actually very tempting for me. Although because I already own Seiken Densetsu 3, I don't think I will buy this because it's $16. And man, what a cool box. Sequel to Secret of Mana, of course. And we also have, I actually have a couple copies. Wow, this is almost mint. Like, I would say this is a near mint condition copy of Seiken Densetsu 3, and it's coming in at $16. This is tempting. This is very tempting, because this is a game I really love to get into. I just haven't found the time to play it. Much like Final Fantasy V, would also love to get into this. I can pick that up for $5. And then once again, I love it when you can find something that has the original sticker price on it, because you could have bought this at Seiyu, that's Japanese Walmart. You could have bought this for $95, 9,500 yen back, 20 years ago when it first came out, or you can pick it up complete in box for $12. And that's actually a bit steep. I think you could find this in the junk section sometimes for like $1 if you've got that patience. Oh, and if you really want to save some money, why not buy the Japanese version of the Misadventures of Tron Bonne, coming in at $10 for a complete, well, almost complete Japanese copy. It is missing that spine cover, the obi, as it's called, but essentially for me, I don't care about that. It's not worth much to me. For some people, it's actually worth something. Like for example, see, this is the obi right here, although I don't think you necessarily want it from my dream home. These are unique things that are like, it's a Japanese thing that these would come with CDs, like music CDs, CD-based games. They would come with this spine cover for whatever reason. I don't know if that was like a requirement to license the technology or what. If you want to pick Murder on the Eurasia Express, looks like an FMV game. It's $3. Kiwari no Hana, that's $3. I'm assuming it's another FMV game. It looks like an anime. Oh, and here's a best version of Suikoden, the original one. It's going for $1 whole. Once again, you can find those Japanese RPGs for super cheap, and here's an original copy of Tetris, the game that made the Game Boy up until Pokemon. Not $10 for this? It's in good condition though. That's cool. That's very cool. Oh, and then here's what is this? Oh, it's a PC version of Resident Evil. It's going for $10. It's for Windows 95 and 98. Wow, that's cool. Well, then Langrisser 4. $10. Now the Soul Dreamcast game that I can see on this rack here, going for $5. It's Puyo Puyo? Yeah, Puyo Puyo 4. Anything else? Here we've got Final Fantasy 8. Anything else? They do have, actually, they have a copy. A really good, nice, near mint copy of Super Smash Brothers for the N64, going for $20. That's a good price. I'd say, well, $15 would be a good price, but $20 for something in that condition is really good. Oh wow, and then here's like a Castlevania for the PlayStation 2. Oh, Iga produced this game? I did not know that. That's interesting, although it's, 3D game. I do not think I will be picking this up. Although I want to, I don't know if I necessarily want to beat every Castlevania game, but I am interested in every Castlevania game, at least all the 2D ones. Oh, Capcom Generation 3, $10. Got a lot of ports. It's got a lot of games I do not recognize. My apologies for that. No, nothing in terms of old stuff. No, once again, it's the junk section is lackluster, so I don't think I'll even head back there. Although what is not lackluster is just pulling Mega Man X for $12, although I was just at another Hard Off install for $10. But if you don't have time, I guess 12 is not bad. Okay, I don't see anything else that's really catching my eye, so I think I'm going to call it here. Oh, I can't believe I actually just forgot where I am in Nagasaki. But I said it at the beginning, and I'll put it in the title. But this has been Hard Off from near Nagasaki City, about 20 minutes outside of the city itself. If you take the expressway, I've been your man in Japan, Jay Contra, saying thanks for watching. See you next time, and mahalo.